Hello, my name is Ben Mathias, and this is my final presentation for professional communications. Do any of you have plans to go to college? So do I. However, when I was looking into college, the prices shocked me. According to thecollegeboard.org, the price of college has risen 2% in the last year. That it is impossible for a freshman to pay for college on their own, and the average student loan debt after attending a four-year school in Iowa is $29,732. While I was looking for colleges, however, I found the answer: the ROTC. By the end of this presentation, I want you to know what the ROTC is, what the commitments are for the ROTC, and what the benefits of the ROTC are. At the end of this presentation, I want you to want to join the ROTC. What is the ROTC? The ROTC is a program for is an acronym for a Reserve Officer Training Course. Basically, the ROTC is a military training course that trains college students into officers for the Army, Navy, Air Force, or the Marines. In this presentation, I'm going to be talking about the Army ROTC because that is what I'm going to be going through in college. According to Steve Harmon, the recruiting officer for Central State University in Ohio, the way the ROTC works is very simple. Upon arriving at college, when you go sign up for classes, there's an option for a military course. Depending on what the college is and where you go, this course may have different names. For example, at Cedarville University, the college that I'm planning to attend, the course is called Military Science. Signing up for the ROTC is that easy. You then take all of your regular classes, but take extra classes in the evening through the ROTC. These classes will include everything you need to know about being an officer in the U.S. military. Along with 2 training camps during 2 of your college summers, these classes will last until you graduate college. There is an option for students already in college, and that is a 3 or 2-year ROTC program. It's the same as joining the ROTC right in the beginning of college, but the classes are more condensed. Upon graduation, you have 2 guarantees. One is that you will graduate as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army, and the second is that you will have a job right out of college. Once you graduate college, you will put your skills into action. For each of these ROTC programs, whether that is a 4-year, 3-year, or a 2-year program, you will be put straight into active duty. For a 4-year program, this is a commitment. The commitment is 8 years of service, and with a minimum of 4 of those 8 years being active duty. This doesn't mean you will be deployed for combat. What it means is that you will be employed full-time in the Army. The chance of being deployed relies on 2 things. Again, according to Steve Harmon, each unit of the Army goes through a cycle of 5 years. At the end of those 5 years, the unit that you're in is on a list for possible deployment. The second factor is the specialty of your unit. For example, if your unit is an engineering unit and it is on the list for deployment, if the Army needs an engineering unit anywhere, there's a likelihood that your unit could be deployed. But don't let that scare you. As soon as your 4 years of active duty are up, you can switch to 4 years of reserve duty and carry out a normal life. When you are in the reserve, all that is required is 1 week in a month, 1 week during the summer for drills and training. This will allow you to have a civilian job, raise a family, and serve your country as well. That is if you choose the 4 years active/reserve duty. There is, however, no possible way that you can be deployed during college. 2 different recruiters and the Army website were adamant about this fact. Unless the world starts collapsing and there are tanks rolling down the streets of rural Tipton, there is no way that you can be deployed until you graduate college. After you have graduated college and your commitment is up, you can let the contract end and leave the service, or you can choose to make a career out of the Army and retire after 25 years of service with financial benefits. Even if you don't choose to make a career out of the Army, the ROTC still has a lot of benefits. One of the most well-known benefits of the ROTC is its full tuition coverage. If the college you wish to attend has an ROTC program, whether that is an on-campus program or a partnership with another college, the Army will pay straight to the college. There isn't a check that has to come to you, and then you have to worry about paying the college. Instead, the Army pays straight to the college. There is a catch, though. The Army does not start paying until after your freshman year of college. This is to ensure that you actually stick with the program. Now, don't worry about the first year, though. If you're planning to join the ROTC, or the military for that matter, there's a full-ride scholarship to any accredited school called the Army National Scholarship. This is in association with the ROTC, and the scholarship opens up on July 12th of this year. I personally am going to apply for this scholarship as soon as I can. Now, you may be asking, sure, the ROTC covers tuition, but what about room and board, or what about books? Turns out the Army thought of that as well. According to the official Army website, the ROTC pays up to $1,200 for books a year, and they give you $300 a month as an allowance. The monthly allowance also increases as you go through college. A student already in college can get the same benefits as well, but what about after college? Once you graduate, you will be getting the full-time salary of an officer in the Army, which is $35,000 a year, compared to the $300 a month of an enlisted private in the reserve. But the benefits of the Army offers after college are not just limited to pay. Once you have graduated college, you and your family, wife, husband, or kids, become members of a health group called TRICARE. This is a program that will cost you little or nothing to be a part of and allows you to go for any hospital you want for treatment. Also, if you want, an active duty or reservist can sign up for a life insurance program through the Army that will cover your family if anything happens to you. And as we all know, most businesses offer benefits for veterans. In conclusion, you now know what the ROTC is. It is a program that trains you to become an officer once you graduate college, through evening courses on top of your college courses. You have learned that no matter what length of time you are in the ROTC, you will have to complete 4 years of active duty upon graduation, and they will not deploy you during college. You have also learned that the ROTC will pay for tuition while giving you a yearly allowance for books and a monthly allowance for personal living expenses. I know that when I graduate high school, I won't be worried about how to pay for college, and that I will be training myself to have a career in the Army. So I want to ask you, will you join me? Will you be Army strong? Thank you.